Hello friends, welcome to the ABM series for June 2026. In the ABM series, we are covering all the numerical, objective questions, case studies. In fact, this series is not only for ABM. I am covering ABM as well as I am covering BFM also. But the series is for ABM, BFM, ABFM, BRBL, all the four on the same channel. Again, JAIIB, CAIIB English Medium. So subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. Don't miss this. Don't miss this. This is priority. Like this video. Today we will be covering numericals on stressed assets. Very important part. NPA, stressed assets, SMA 0, SMA 1, all these. We will be covering that. Very important ones. Okay? So, watch it completely, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. You know the importance of NPAs now in the banking sector. The RBI is purely focused on NPAs. And same thing is happening in your CAIIB exams also. Majority of the questions are on NPAs, isn't it? So, let's start. Watch it till the end. A bank's gross NPA was 50,000 crore before AQR. AQR means what? Quarterly review. Okay? Before AQR. After the review, 20% of the bank's substandard assets worth 30,000 crore were reclassified as substandard assets requiring 15% provisions. So, 20% of the bank's standard assets worth 30,000 crores were reclassified as substandard assets. Okay? So, it is given that the bank's standard assets were reclassified as substandard assets. Now, this reclassification has happened. Now, once this reclassification happens, many things change. Now, it's given requiring 15% provision. So, these will be what? If they are requiring 15% provision, these will be secured assets. Because substandard provisioning is, what is the substandard provisioning? Substandard provisioning equals to, it is substandard. For secured it is 15%. For unsecured it is 25%. And if it is, third one is this infra. If it is infra, then it is 20%. Okay? Infra is 20%. Got it? Infra unsecured part. Okay? Infra unsecured. Unsecured infra. So that is 20%, not 25%. But that is specifically for infra. Okay? So now it's given that 15%. So these will be these. Now what is given? 50,000 crore was a gross NPA. After the review, 20% of the standard assets were added to the substandard. So now again NPA has increased. So now what is the question? Question is assets reclassified as substandard assets. So how many assets are there now which are reclassified as substandard assets? Think, very, very, very easy question. Think over it. Very easy question. What is the answer you are getting? Very, very, very easy question. What is it given? 20% of what? Assets were 30 crores. So 20% of the bank's standard assets were 30 crores. So this what we'll have to do. 20% of the 30 crores will be reclassified as substandard. So 20% of 30 crores, 30 CR will be this new NPAs. Okay. So what is the answer for this? 20% of 30 crores. Crores means how many zeros? It starts from there. Okay. So crores means how many zeros? I think 7 zeros. 10 lakh is 6 zeros. 1 crore is 7 zeros. Correct. Okay. Because 10 lakhs is 6 zeros. So 1 crore is 7 zeros. So 30 crores. So 30 plus 7 zeros. So 3 plus 8 zeros. Okay, 3 and then 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 30 crores. Right. 3 plus 8 zeros. Everyone, don't make mistake in zeros. Okay. 10 lakh, basic remember, 10 lakh is 6 zeros. So 10 into 10 times, so 6 means 7 zeros will be 1 crore. But you are requiring 30 crores. So this zero will be added. So 8 zeros, 3 and 8 zeros. So into what? 20%? 20%. Percent means divided by 100. So 0.2 into 0.2. So you are getting it as 1, 2, 3, 6 crores. Yeah, 6 crores. So new NPAs are 6 crores over here. Okay, 15%, 30,000 crores. What was it? Oh, 30,000. Okay, it's not 30 crores. 30,000 crores. Things will change now. 30,000 crores. Okay, so 30,000 to 3. 30,000 and 10 CR. So 3 zeros will be added now. So it will be more. It will be more now. It will be 6,000 crores. Yeah, 6,000 crores it will be. So it is coming out to be 6,000 rupees. 6,000 crores. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll keep a simple trick now. We won't touch this crores. Okay. We will not touch the crores. Let's keep it simple. Okay. We will not touch the crores over here. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll let this crores remain as it is. We'll only touch with the figures. 30,000. So 20% of 30,000. So 6,000. Crores is same. We won't touch this crore figure now. That's simple. Next, provision required for newly classified substandard asset. Newly classified. What is the provision required? It is already given that 15% provision will be required. 15%. So now 15% into this new assets, new substandard assets. 6,000. So what is the answer? 15% into 6,000 crores. So that is equal to, do it, 15 6 are 90. So it will be something 900. 15% means, yeah, 900, because 10% is 600. So 900. So 900 CR. 900 CR. This much is the provision required, new provision required for the new assets. Okay, new provision required for the new assets. What is my gross NPA now? New gross NPA. New gross NPA. What was my earlier NPA? My earlier NPA was 50,000, right? So new gross NPA is what? 50,000 plus, what is my new NPA? Substandard. See, whatever has become substandard is a new NPA. So 6,000. So that is equal to rupees 56,000. This much crores. Crores, no? Crores, yeah. So you should never forget this crores. Okay, so CR. So what is your new gross NPA? 56,000 CR. Big bank it is. Okay. What will happen now? What is the last question? Impact on profit. What will be the impact on profit? Who can tell me? Now you will have to make this new provision. See, understand this. You are making a new provision. Whenever you are making a new provision, from where are you making this new provision? This one. Which one? This provision. 900 CR. This provision. 900 CR which you are making. From where are you making? Where is the money? The money comes from P&L. Your net profit. So net profit will get hit. Net profit net profit will reduce by how much? By how much will it reduce? This provision, what is that provision? 900. By 900. 900, of course, CR. You don't forget this CR. Crores. Okay? Got it, everyone? This numerical is asked in the exams, and something more will be asked for 5 marks. 1, say this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and something more will be asked. 1 more will be added. So that becomes 5 marks. Okay? Classification NPA stressed assets is a huge topic. Okay? In a resolution case under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, the total admitted claims amount to 70,000 crores. The resolution plan led to a recovery of 28,000 crores. So calculate the recovery rate. What is the recovery rate? Very simple numerical. Recovery rate. Very simple. Recovery rate is very simple. What is my recovery? Recovery upon, what is that? Earlier one. What is this? Claims. Total admitted claims. Okay? Admitted. So that is simple, isn't it? So 28,000 divided by 70,000. Right? 28,000 divided by 70,000. Do it, everyone. 28,000, 28 divided by 70. Simple. Forget this 1,000. Everything will get cancelled. Okay? Crores also gets cancelled. So 28 upon 70. What is the answer? 0.4. Or you can call it 40%. 40%. This is known as the recovery rate in stressed assets. As per the IBC, you are asked this question. Recovery rate. Okay? Got it, everyone? This is the recovery rate as per the IBC. Now one more. Let's do it one more on this. Yes. Big case study. A bank has a total capital of 5,000 CR and risk-weighted asset of 40,000 CR. A minimum capital adequacy ratio requirement is 10.5%, including CCB. 9 plus 2.5. It should be 11.5. Okay, let's make this 11.5 because as per our, that is as per the Basel 10.5. We at RBI require it 11.5. Okay, this is the world is following 10.5. We are following 11.5. Okay, conservation buffer. However, due to the severe economic downturn, 10% of the bank's assets worth 20,000 crore are downgraded to doubtful assets. So 10% of the standard assets are downgraded to doubtful assets, requiring now doubtful assets requiring 50% provision for the secured portion and 100% for the unsecured portion. So what we'll do, as per our norms, we'll change it. Requiring doubtful, so we'll make this 40%. Okay, because we have the provision of 25 and 40. Doubtful one is 25 and doubtful 2 is 40. Okay, so let's consider it 40%, requiring 40% for the secured portion and 100% for the unsecured portion. Assuming the unsecured portion is 30% of the doubtful assets, assuming the unsecured portion is 30% of the doubtful assets. So total whatever are the doubtful assets, out of that 30% are unsecured. Very confusing numerical. Okay, this is in D2, doubtful 2 we'll write it, doubtful 2 assets. Okay, D2, because D2 has this provision of 40 and 100. D1 has the provision of 2500. Okay, so now assuming the unsecured portion, so remember the unsecured portion is 30% of the doubtful assets. Now where are the questions? But questions are huge. Let's see. Let me show you. All of you got this? What is the case? Okay, total capital is given RW. This is a sort of BFM problem also. In BFM also this is asked. In ABM also this can be asked. Okay, because this is a part of your stressed assets. So what are the questions? Calculate current CAR, means capital adequacy ratio, asset downgraded to doubtful assets, secured doubtful assets, unsecured doubtful assets, provision for secured doubtful assets, provision for unsecured doubtful assets, total additional provisions, reduced capital, initial capital minus additional provisions, okay, and new CAR. So many questions are there. Out of these, some 4-5 will be asked to you in exam. Okay, so 5 marks case study is there. So 5 marks, 5 questions. So let's solve one by one. Let's try to solve one by one, each one. Let's try. What is this? Current CAR. What is my current CAR over here? What is my current CAR? Current capital adequacy ratio. What is my present capital adequacy ratio? Capital upon RWA. What is the formula for CAR? Capital upon RWA. Let's go back. Okay, because you have to go back. Capital upon RWA. We'll do this fast. Capital upon RWA. What is my capital? 5,000. What is my RWA? 40,000. Simple. So 5,000 upon 40,000. Do it everyone. We'll do it fast now. 5,000 upon 40,000. So shall I write it over here only? 5,000 upon 40,000. Of course, into 100 you have to do it later. 100. So what is the answer? Everyone try this. 5,000 upon 40,000. What are you getting? 5 upon 40. Try it everyone on the calci into 100. So you must get it as, are you getting it? 12.5%. 12.5%. Okay. Assets downgraded to doubtful. What are the assets which are downgraded to doubtful? What is given? Due to some severe condition, what is happening? 10% of the bank's standard assets worth 20,000 crore were downgraded to doubtful too. So 10% of 20,000. So what are the assets downgraded to doubtful? 10% of into, okay, or 10% into 20,000 CR. I won't write crores now. So 10% into 20,000 is 2,000 CR. 2,000 CR. This much is downgraded to doubtful 2. Let's write it 2 over here. Secured doubtful assets. Which are the secured doubtful assets? Now what is the secured doubtful assets given? There is one point given in the numerical. Look at this. Assuming the unsecured portion is 30% of the doubtful assets. So unsecured is unsecured equals to 30%. So secured will be what? Secured equals to 70%. 70% of the total doubtful assets. So 70% of what now? What of 70% of what? So how many have been converted to doubtful assets now? Just now we saw it. How many of them have been converted to doubtful? 2,000. So secured portion will be 70% into 2,000. Okay, that is, okay, 70% into 2,000. So it is 7 to the 14. Right? 1400. 1400 CR. This is secured doubtful assets. What is unsecured then? Simple, remaining one. 600. 600 CR. Because 2000 minus 1400. So 600 CR is my this unsecured doubtful assets. Provision for secured doubtful assets. What is the provision now? Provision for secured doubtful. We are in D2 category. See, it is all D2. Huh? Doubtful means D2. D2. Everywhere it's D2. Okay. So provision for secured D2, it is 40%. 40% of the assets. So 40% into what is the secured part? 1400. 1400. So that is equal to 14 4 the 56. 560 CR. Right? 40% na? 56 upon 100. Am I doing it wrong? This? So 14 for the 56. Correct. 560. 40%. Okay? Correct it is. I thought, am I doing it wrong? So 560. Okay? Second, provision for unsecured assets. What is the provision for unsecured assets? Unsecured is what? Where is it? Unsecured, 600. It is always 100%. So 100%, 100%. So 100%. So that is equal to 600 CR. Okay? 600 CR. New. These are all new provisions. So what is my total provision now? See this total additional provision. What is it? Add this 560 plus 600. So 1160. 1160 CR. So simple case study it is, right? But looking at the case study, we get afraid. Huh? What is this? I don't know. If your mindset becomes I don't know, you will not know anything. Problem is so simple, right? But if your mindset is positive, you will know everything. Okay? Reduced capital. What is the reduced capital? Now this is the provision made. Whatever is the provision, I'll have to subtract it from the capital. What was the capital? I think so 5,000. So 5,000 minus 1160. Right? This additional provision, from where will I make the provision? This provision comes from my capital or my net profit. Right? Is there anything given about the net profit? Nothing. Either the provision comes from the net, capital means net profit only. See this, capital includes 4 parts. One is your share capital, second is your net profit, reserves and surplus, and revaluation reserves at 45%. So these 4 elements are only there. Okay, so from there you will have to reduce it. Now nothing is given, only capital is given. No net profit is given, no R&S is given, no revaluation is given. So take capital only. So 5,000 minus 1160. So what is the answer? 5,000 minus this, you do it on the calculator. These confusing calculations, don't do it orally, because we always get confused in this. 3840, right? 3840 crores, of course, everything is crores. New CAR, new capital adequacy ratio. Now RWA remains the same, but your capital has reduced. So it is new CAR is 3840 divided by, what is that? RWA 40,000. That is same. That is not changing. So 40,000 into 100. Okay, you have to do it into 100. So get the answer now. 3840 upon 40,000 into 100. So 9.6. 9.6%. So new capital adequacy is 9.6%. Earlier it was 12.5. Now it is 9.6%. It has got reduced. Why? Because of your NPAs. Okay? Whenever your bank has NPAs, remember you are in trouble. Okay? Try to avoid as much NPAs as possible, or try to convert them. If possible, try to recover them as much as possible. If a CRR is 20% and the initial deposit of 1,000 is made in the banking system, calculate the total amount of money created in the banking system. It is so basic, but it is so difficult. You have to calculate the amount of money created using the CRR system. Do you know the meaning of this? See, what do you mean by this? What is CRR system? Whenever RBI gives a CRR, RBI gives a CRR 4%, 4.5, 5.5, earlier it was there. On what basis does RBI change it? See, understand the meaning of CRR. See, CRR over here means, you need to understand the basics first. CRR over here means, say this. Firstly, suppose if I keep the CRR of, let's say 10%, okay, example I am giving you, or let's take 20% only. If I am taking this CRR of 20% over here, what does it mean? If my bank gets a deposit of 100 rupees, 100 rupees deposit, okay, then what does the bank do with that 100 rupees? Out of that 100, it bifurcates into two parts. 20 rupees go for CRR. So that is kept with RBI. Okay, 20 rupees go for CRR. That is kept with RBI. And 80 rupees, I can give it as a loan. Okay. How is the money created? Look at this. Money creation is an important part of RBI. So what happens in this now? This 80 rupees, I will give it as a loan. How will I give it as a loan? Either I will do NEFT, RTGS, DD or anything. I won't give cash that much. Even if I give cash, that's also okay. But generally we don't give cash. So what happens? This 80 loan goes where? This is bank A. Bank A. Now what happens? This 80 loan goes as a deposit to bank B. So this is 80 rupees loan is a deposit to bank B. Deposit to bank B. 80. Right? Now what will bank B do now? Again do the same thing. 20% is a CRR. Okay, so 20% of 80 rupees. 8 to the 16. So 16 rupees will be kept with RBI CRR. And 80 minus 16, that is what? 64. 64 will be given as a loan. 64 is a loan. Again this goes to bank C. So it will go down from 100 to 80 to 64 to lesser. This amount, this 80, 64, and as we go ahead, this is what is required. Calculate the total amount of money created in the banking system. This is what is required. What is the total amount of money created in the banking system because of this 20% CRR? So it will go down. This is actually an engineering problem. Okay. So you guys are not in engineering, so you can solve this using a simple method. How many of you can solve this? How many of you know this problem to solve this? Yeah? How many of you know this? There is a concept called as money multiplier. Do you know it? Money multiplier. There is a concept called as money multiplier in terms of RBI. What is that money multiplier? See, this problem is very easy if you know the basics formulas. Okay? So understand money multiplier. Money multiplier. This term is very important for you in BFM also, in ABM also. So that is equal to, okay, remember this now. This money multiplier equals to 1 upon CRR. 1 upon CRR. Okay, money multiplier equals to 1 upon CRR. So what is this CRR given now? 20%. So 0.2, right? So money multiplier equals to 1 upon 0.2. So what is 0.25? Money multiplier is 5. Okay. So now the question is, what is the amount created in the banking system? Right? That is the question. So using what? Using this deposit, some 1000 rupees deposit. If 1000 deposit I make in the bank, what is the amount created in the entire banking system? Bank A, Bank B, Bank C, Bank D, like this. What is the amount created? Very tricky. So amount created equals to amount created. Very important, very important. Equals to deposit. See this formula. Deposit into money multiplier, I'll write it. Okay, deposit into Okay, what is it now? Deposit is 1000 into is 5. So that is equal to 5000. So by making a deposit of 1000 over here, okay, instead of this 100, if I make this 1000, so 800 800, 640. Again, this is gone. 200, 160. This will go to RBI. And this will go in the system. Okay, as a loan. So just by making a deposit of 1000, what is the amount created by me? The amount created by me is 5000 rupees. 800, 640. If you do the total of all these, you will get the answer as 5000. So understand the importance of CRR. Okay? Got it? This question is a part of your credit control. Okay? A bank has defaulted loan with an outstanding balance of 10 lakhs. 1 million means 10 lakhs. After 2 years, the bank recovers 7,50,000. Legal cost incurred during the recovery process amounted to 75,000. Assuming 8% discount rate, calculate the loss given default. This numerical you will not find anywhere, okay, in any of the books. Calculate the loss given default. LGD, there are 3 important terms. This is the part of your Basel. Also, it's a part of your ABM also, BFM also. So, LGD, there are 3 important parts. One is EAD, exposure at default. LGD, loss given default. And PD, probability of default. PD, okay, probability of default. So these are the 3 terms which are very useful in your loan calculations as well as VR, value at risk calculation. Mainly this is used in ABM, but this is also asked in BFM because this is also the part of your BFM. So now give me the LGD. My question is, what is the loss given default? Yes, everyone, try this. Problems are easy, but you need to understand this. Okay? What is given? What is given over here? Recovery is given, right? What is the recovery? Bank defaulted 10 lakh, then bank recovered 7,50,000. Legal is 75,000. Okay. So first you have to find out is recovery rate. What is the recovery rate? Recovery rate equals to amount recovered minus legal cost. What is the amount recovered? 75,000 minus legal cost because that is my expense. Okay. Upon 1 plus R. What is R given? 8% raised to N. Okay. So it is to be done on and on and on and on ongoing basis. Okay. So first do this. First to find out the recovery rate. First find out this amount. See, first find out the recovery rate. Recovery rate. Okay. For that you need to first find out the total recovery which you have made. Okay, so 7, it is basically the present value. Okay, using the discounting factor. So 7,50,000, right, minus 75,000, the whole upon, what is it? 1 plus R raised to N. So 1 plus 1.1 plus 0.08 raised to how many years? After 2 years. Look at this. After 2 years. So raised to 2. Now solve this. First get the answer for this. Then I will tell you further. Get the answer for this, everyone. Very important. You want LGD, loss given default. So what is the answer? Let me also try it. What is the answer we are getting? 75,000 or what is it? 7,50,000. So 750, 1, 2, 3. 7,50,000 minus 75,000. Be very cautious while doing the calculations. Okay? Because it's not simple. So this answer is 6,75,000. Okay, I'll write it. Equals to 6,75,000 divided by, what is the answer for this now? 1.08 raised to 2. Do it, everyone. It is 1.08 and then square. Okay. So 1.08 raised to 2, right? Square. Oh, I have done cube. raised to 2. Okay, so 3.24. Okay, 3. Oh, no, wrong. 16. See, always be very careful. I did 1.8. 1.08 raised to 2. Okay, into equal to. So 1.1664. 1.1664. Now get the answer for this. Get the answer. What is the answer for this? 6,75,000 upon 1.1664. Do it. So get the answer is, so into 6,75,000. 578,703. Are you getting this? 5,78,000. 5,78,703. This much is your, see, recovery rate is not fully over up till now. Okay, recovery rate is not fully over up till now. Why? Because this recovery rate upon, actually this recovery rate is actually this upon your loan amount. This is what you have to calculate actually. This full figure upon loan amount. So RR upon loan amount upon loan equals to what now? 5,78,000, 578,703 upon, what is my figure? Loan amount 10 lakhs. 2, 1, 2, 3. So now calculate the answer. Recovery rate upon loan amount. What is the answer for this now? So this divided by 10 lakhs. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6 zeros, right? So you get it as 0.57, right? 0.57. So your recovery rate upon loan is 0.578. Okay? You can call this as also recovery rate. Okay? So now what you want to do? You want LGD. What is LGD? Loss given default equals to LGD. So equals to 1 minus recovery rate. You can directly write it as recovery rate, or you want it, you can write it as loan upon loan. Whatever figure you have got it. Okay. So that is equal to 1 minus, what is this? 0.578. So that is equal to, everyone get the answer? 0.42, right? So 0.421 and something 2 is also there. 3 take it. 0.4213. So this is your answer. Now this is known as LGD. LGD is 0.4213, or you can write it in percentage as equals to 42.13%. Okay, 42.13%. This is known as LGD, loss given default. Very, very, very important numerical. Very important. Okay, don't miss out on such numericals in your life. Okay, this numerical is useful for you in your ABM also, in your BFM also. Both of them it is useful. Got it? This will be a case study for you. Kindly note. So now next one. One more we'll do and then we'll stop. I told you numericals. Your numericals are very important over here. What is this? A bank has a gross non-performing asset of 5,000 crores. Total provision of 2,000 crores and net advances of 95,000 crores. Calculate the net NPA ratio. This is also very important. Net NPA ratio. Firstly, understand the meaning of net NPA. What is net NPA? Net NPA means net NPA. So that is equal to what? Gross NPA minus provision. That is known as net NPA. Okay, kindly remember this basic equation. Your net NPA equals to gross NPA minus provision. Got it, everyone? So now let's solve this. What is it given? So firstly, gross NPA minus provision. What is my gross NPA given? Gross NPA is, I think so, 5,000 crore. Yeah. And what is the provision given? Total provision of 2,000 crores. So first find out net NPA. So gross NPA 5,000 minus what is it? 2,000. Say this 2,000. Very important numericals. Okay. You will not find these in any of the books because books don't cover such difficult ones. Okay. Many of the books. 3,000. Of course, crores I am not writing anywhere. Okay. So basically it's crores only. So now done. Now what do I want? Net NPA, I have got it. But my question is net NPA ratio. What is net NPA ratio? So net NPA ratio equals to, kindly note, net NPA ratio. That is equal to whatever is your net NPA divided by total advances. Net advances. What are the advances given? So net NPA upon total advances. Whatever is net advances given. So what is it given? Net advances. So get it now. 3,000, I think so. Yeah. 3,000 is your net NPA divided by what is your advances? Advances are 95,000. 95,000 crores. Into 100 you have to multiply it. Because you want it in percentage. So what is it you will be getting now? Do it everyone. Percentage. So net NPA ratio is 3.16%. 3.16%. Very, very, very important and basic numerical. So now before going, everyone, kindly join the CAIIB Increment Mahapack. In Increment Mahapack, you will be getting triple validity offer. Triple validity offer means you buy for 5 months, you get it for 15 months. Look at this. You buy for 9 months, you get it for 27 months. Plus discount of 81%. Say this. Put the code Y432. You'll get a discount of 81%. Plus 1% extra by downloading the app, 82%. And what do you get in Increment Mahapack? You get 15 plus batches per subject. You get physical question bank per subject. You get physical formula bank per subject. All the compulsory ones, you get it. Even you get elective classes in this Mahapack. Once you join the Mahapack, you need not join any batch. This is enough. Complete coverage is there. E-books, mock tests, live classes, everything is there. AI help is there. So what's needed? That's it. Join it ASAP. Use the code Y432.